In the last video, we discussed the importance of seeing every single person you interact with as part of your personal radical team. Once you see someone as being part of your radical team, you need to effectively engage with them in a healthy, appropriate manner. As we learned in part 1 of the knowing principle, engage simply means to have a conversation with someone on an intentional topic with some degree of transparency, vulnerability, and accountability. The parameters and reality of each individual engagement should be different with every individual person. It takes an incredible amount of discernment to do this well. Without the proper discernment, engaging people on your radical team can lead to disaster. The level of engagement with any individual should parallel the level of trust you have built between you and that individual. The level of trust specifies the parameters for the conversation. What is the topic, and what boundaries need to be in place, namely, how much transparency, vulnerability, and accountability should you bring to the engagement. How to develop discernment and trust will be an ongoing discussion throughout the Transformational Rhythms content, and we will dive deeper into this topic in subsequent chapters. For now, I want to focus on the importance of the word conversation and what it implies. A two-way flow of information with two roles, one speaker and one or more listeners. In a good conversation, the amount of time spent speaking is evenly divided between all of the people in the conversation. Engagement is both the process and the catalyst for transformation. In our prison work, we intentionally made sure the speaking and listening would be evenly divided, especially between the instructor and the students. In our 2-hour prison sessions, the first hour is spent teaching, the second hour is spent in engage groups. Engage groups are groups of 4 to 8 prisoners that are facilitated by prisoners. During the engaged group time, prisoners engage each other with the content presented during the first hour. The engaged group facilitators are responsible for making sure the speaking is evenly divided between all of the participants in the group. Effective engagement is powerful. All of the content in these videos is only useful if it leads to ever greater engagement with others on these and other meaningful topics. I will talk more about engaging others around this content as we move forward. For now, the question is, how can the content creator engage in conversation with those watching and reading? Authors like Brené Brown attempt to balance the speaking and listening by doing an enormous amount of research, which is basically structured listening to people. I do research for my content, but not nearly enough to truly balance the speaking and listening done in these posts. So I would like to invite conversation between me and anyone listening to these videos or reading these words. If you have any comments, questions, thoughts, ideas, or anything else you would like to share with me, please feel free to share them over text, email, or messenger. You can start your conversation with me over text at 331-707-4601, email at engage@utm.life, or send me a message on Facebook. I would love to have the opportunity to engage with you.